extremely easy, like, if you want, I guess. I mean, I haven't ran into any difficulty yet. Hey, I came here after watching one of your One Step from Eden videos. Help me get my first clear. Thanks. What? Trash Witch Liz. What a name. How are you, Misfits? Can we get a big welcome for Witch Liz joining us? Thank you so much for the kind words. It's so funny, people. We had multiple people were just talking about One Step and how they've been. Platy Mage just died at the end of a run. Final battle. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, dude. You're so close. Thank you so much for taking the time to come. Yeah, we're yeah, that's the word. Ambition. Yeah. It depends on your ambition, right? You can just make, like, I want to make a cool looking contraption, but like, you could just also like solve the puzzles easy, right? Like that's what it's cool about this. Like, people were saying like, oh, the game is crazy, it makes you feel dumb, it's so hard. But it's so easy. The game is so easy. The only difficulty is you wanted to do something cool. Oh my god, Liz, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us. I'm glad you've been enjoying One Step. I'm glad the guides have been helping. The videos will get better. You know, I'm still new to YouTube, but I appreciate it helping you guys out, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you, Anbu. Way too kind, man. What was I doing? This goes into here, and it feeds it. So it's gonna grab, place. This will be upgraded. In the meantime, this is gonna get placed here. You got Celicy? Oh, my favorite. Which Liz, what's your favorite character? So the trick here is, eventually this machine will have to place this here and pull it and pivot, correct? I like how we only placed parts down so far. We actually didn't create any code. We're just theory crafting. Yeah, Celicy's the best, dude. I'm glad everyone's seen the light. So why don't we start? Okay. Arm 1 is going to have very simple code. It's going to grab. It's going to rotate. It's going to sit there. This one's very simple. Grab. Rotate. Does it only need one upgrade? Yes. You're then gonna rotate back, arm 2. I don't think it needs to drop it. It'll just auto consume, right? And then you rotate back, and let's see this already. Oh wait, it has to rotate. Wait, what? You do have to drop it then, right? You do have to drop it, my bad. Because if you don't drop it, it looks like... Okay, you do have to drop it, my bad, my bad. Once this gets upgraded, which is right here, it needs to rotate right again. Can it do it right here? Yes. Cool. That looks smooth. That looks real smooth. Oh, we played Barony on stream last night. Which Liz, what other kind of games are you into? I see that you're into One Step, which is a pretty frantic and high skill cap game. It makes me curious. This one looks real smooth. Awesome. So it gets here. In the meantime, we need to figure out, is this arm gonna just drag this here? It could be perfectly okay. We streamed it last night for a little bit. Okay, so what if once this placed it, it's gonna come over here and add this, so we don't have to add another arm, hypothetically. So hypothetically, it places arm 2, places it down, and instead rotates counterclockwise 3 times. And then grabs that. And then rotates right 2 times, hypothetically. And awesome, release. A lot of good roguelites, pile of RPGs, rhythm games, if I ever have the time again in my life. You're watching all the VODs from the days you weren't here? There was some good stuff in there. That's awesome. You play a lot of the games that we probably play, though. We play a lot of roguelites and indie games and stuff here. Did you see the game Bullets Per Minute by any chance, which Liz? It's a mix of roguelite, action, and rhythm. Not out yet, but very excited for it. Once this is placed, I want you to then rotate right. And pivot left. Wait, was that right? Money, dude! So while it's doing that, you are then returning to base. So as soon as you release, you then need to turn right twice. And repeat the process of grabbing. Oh, how are we gonna get the other products here? I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Question: can this arm even do things like one side go? It can't, right? There's no way. Now I just thought about that. It either releases everything or grabs everything. Now we have Pinball Whiz Bang and Witch. It sounds sick AF. We got you. If you like indie games and roguelikes and staying up to date with awesome games coming out, this is your place. Will this solve our problem? I'm trying to purposely not add like another arm, but we need to get another one of these here. Wait a second, that doesn't even solve our only problem. Last time we brought this here, but with my current strat, once I pull this thing, we need to attach it here. Son of a biscuit. Unless you can do it with the stuff you have already. Can we? If this arm grabs this, it would still have to attach to the opposite direction, which you cannot do. It would have to... Can we? We could if we just drop this at a random place. Are we even allowed to do that? No, we can't. We cannot do it. Is there something that I'm missing? Even with the simple arm where you have the double head now. We can't though. So the problem that we're running into is this right here needs to get here. That's the problem. And we don't have something that could do that unless I'm bugging. That's the issue. Unless I'm looking at the problem wrong. A little movement of pieces needs to be done. Platy Mage, enjoy shopping, dude. So this I'm not worried about right now. What if I just did that? So the only issue with that is that this doesn't work, but it gets solved by this. Now this can control all of it. Holy crap. What if this just did everything? So boop, 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 boop. Yo, this is about to look sick. No way. Does that work? I don't know how to use this thing. We never used this arm yet. No way, dude. No way. Okay. How does this change everything? This has to change all my code then. So arm 2 then needs to grab, turn left, place. Nope. You have to go this way, turn left, place. Turn left, left, left. Grab. It's the same code actually. Right, right. Drop. You're gonna grab, turn right. It's gonna get upgraded. Right. Right. Meanwhile, you're grabbing. Well, let's just... The same code works at the moment? Nope. You need to be... Arm 2 is missing its target. Arm 2 is missing its target by... Oh, this. Because it's your job now. It's your job now to move left and grab. You have to do a little pit stop. And your job now is to... No, that's not right. I'm forgetting like what I'm trying to do, and what you're trying to do is he's placing this here, you're upgrading it and then grabbing the finished product, or no? You are not grabbing the product actually, so I scratch all that. You are, by placing this here. I just threw that all away. That's fine. This is fine. Okay. He's now grabbing this and rotating right twice. What's this arm doing? He's now here and he's dropping it. I want this guy to pick this up in the meantime. Do I? So they can only both release or both grab? Yo, what up, Kiro? Long time no see. What's the goal of this puzzle? So the only goal is to create this product. That's the only goal. And it needs to be a machine that can continue to do it. So this agent right here, like this middle thing, is free, right? We just need to mend it to these two things. To get these two things, we need to take this and put it in this contraption, and then once we add this thing to it, match the symbol, once we add this thing to it, it will upgrade into that. That's the only thing this machine here is for. It will upgrade into this. So we need to attach two of these upgraded things to the outside of this thing and then place it in here. That's our goal, and we can do that any way we want. So I'm trying to create this cool little contraption here. Kiro!
6 months, Pog.
6 months, Pog. Thank you so much, Kiro. How you been? Yes, so we need to make 2 of them for every one and then attach them to the right sides. Yep, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. Yo, Kiro, thank you so much. It's been a long time. I hope you're safe and well. 6 months, Pog. Again, like everything, I'm making this harder than it needs to be, but I'm perfectly okay with that. Release. Let me see what this looks like. Is that right? Okay, so now this is where the other side of this arm comes into play. Once this rotates right, this can then grab again. So what's gonna happen? I never used this arm before. So once this rotates right, I want this other arm to grab. So do I just add another grab command? Did I add it to the wrong arm? No. Oh, this one is now here and it needs to let go of it. Let go of your problems. Let go of your problems. And you need to get another upgraded core back here. It's already in a grabbed position, so it won't work. So they both have to release first and then both grab together. So then to fix that, we just do a double, we do a release and then grab, whatever. You're gonna release, rotate right 3 times. All right, let's see what we're looking at. Rotate right. To bring this here. Once this is here, which is right here at this point, this has this and it's going to rotate left. She'll bring it here and release. Money. Money. Are you limited on any number of parts you can use? Nope. So at the end, the game will tally how long you took to create something, how much money you've spent, how much space you've used, if you want to get higher scores and stuff like that. But the beauty of this game is you can make it as complex or as least complex as you want. Like, people were saying this game is so hard, but it's really not. It's as hard as you want to make it. It's not a hard game at all. I don't know why. This is why you never trust what people say. Like, people just give up as soon as they see something. This game is so easy. It's just that if you want to make it more challenging, you can. Yeah, it's great. It's actually great. Like, I'm making it this complex on purpose, but there's no need to do that at all. That's the geniusness of it, I guess, or something. Like, I'm sure the end game ones could get crazy. I've never made it that far, obviously. Give me 1 sec. Let me plug in my headset. After this, we'll play something a little bit more normal, but I'm having a really good time with this game.
Just finished a commission, so I wanted to show some love. Hope this little bit helps.
Oh my god, man, that's so generous. Yo, Misfits, can we get some love? Crybaby, thank you so much, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys going above and beyond like that is more than I could ever ask for. You guys just coming here and being awesome and hanging out and just enjoying everyone's company and sharing experience together is more than I could ever ask for. All right, that is so much support. It's insane. That's all I could ever ask for. And anything else you guys choose to do is just... I'm pro one step. She's too good at it, it hurts me. I think we're on a 5-0 streak on Ascension 10 at the moment. I wonder if we could do like non-focus runs and see if that makes a cool challenge. Non-focus runs, that'd be cool. Yo, this contraption looks so cool. I just gotta find... Okay. You guys are getting me distracted. Thank you so much, Crybaby. That's way too generous, man. Finishing the commissions. Was it the commission that you were talking to me about last time? Or is this something completely different? Being a creator is pretty challenging. It's so challenging. You have no idea. Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Maybe it just needs one arm. You could be right. I was trying to be like cool and efficient with doing the double arm. I've never used the double arm before. I was trying to do something cool, but maybe it's like silly. Like, it's totally unnecessary, but... So when arm 1 grabs this, it's then having this, and it turns right to get this, which is then going to release again and grab, release. Let me see something. Is there a way to make it go one step at a time? No, right? The middle button is one at a time. Oh. Got it. Technically, we could rotate and leave this here. I mean, pivot. And then release. Grab. Why am I doing that again? I know why I'm doing that. So now I'm at a spot where I want to leave this one down, but we have to grab the other one. That's fine. We'll just hold on to it. This side then grabs it, rotates it up, and it lets it go. No, I do need to leave this one. Ah, making this more complicated than I need to be. I actually want to leave this here, but I can't now that it's on here. Ah, man. I guess the double arm thing is useless. You guys are right. The triple arm could work, but we're adding, like, it's not efficient. It's like the extra arm is not going to be, like, doing anything. What if, when it was here, I want to make the multi-arm work. We're so close. We're so close. So what happens is, like, these arms have to open and close at the same time. And what I want to do is leave this here, so then this one can then place this here. Because what happens is if this arm's here and releases it, this arm still can't move it, right? No matter what, because they're both here. We ran into that problem a couple times. Triple arm and double arm have the same cost. It just doesn't work? What do you mean? This is not going to work? You're doing too much with one arm. Am I? I can make it happen. Don't doubt me. I can make this work. Make the other arm pick it up after it's changed. No, that's what I want to do. But what the problem is, when this arm drops it off. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you where it is. What is it? Arm 1. So when arm 1 grabs this and brings it up here and releases it, this side is also going to release. And this arm, until this arm moves away, it can't. All right, so once I move this arm away, I'll show you. Once I move this arm away, it's gonna drop the other side. So right here. So this arm cannot move this piece until this arm gets out of its way. That being said, why didn't it move here? When I release this piece here... Oh, did I just put it on arm 2? Whoops. And see, now we don't have control of this. Should I just have it rotate back now? It's not as cool as I wanted it to be. It's not as cool as I wanted it to be. So it rotates left. Now it's gonna rotate right again. It's gonna pick the piece back up. And it's gonna rotate it left. I wanted it to look a little bit more smooth than that. If you put the glyph of bonding not opposite the reagent dispenser. You don't need the two movements? What, with this arm? The thing is, if they're over the top of the same thing, they can't rotate. Every time I try it, it doesn't work. Arm 1 has to pick up and drop at the same time. Yeah, that's the current issue. So it's doing that extra movement where it drops it off. I don't know where I fix it. All right, it does here. Releases. This puts it here. I'm now closing. All right, release, closed, grabbed it. Moved it. It's now in a closed state. Rotate. Open. Closed. So now grab this. Is that where it screws up? That's like where it turns ugly. There has to be a cool way to do that. All right, go back. What if it did something here? What if this is the spot where it does it? What if it did it right here? So while it's waiting, while it's waiting, right here, this arm is closing and putting this here and then coming back to attach it. Would that work? Would that solve the issue? You think so? I wish I could like save all of this in case it doesn't work and then put it back. Can I just like move it all the way to the right or something? Is that a thing? You can close it and it's saved. But like I want to use the first half. Then you can either copy it or restart. Oh, I can copy it? How do I do that? All right, how do I do that? How do I do all this? How do I save this? So exit first, okay? Then copy the solution. So now we have 2, right? And then I can go in the copy and screw it up all I want. Okay. Okay. So let's try. I think we got this idea. Okay. So now we do this. Right here, which is right here, arm 1 is going to release and grab again. Arm 1 is going to release and grab. What up, names of it? Haven't you been chilling here for a bit now? Or was that yesterday? I thought you've been here for a bit. Okay, it's going to release and grab. And rotate right. To put this here. And then let it go. Is it still going to have this one in its hand? Oh, is the whole problem because this is here the same as this and it needs to be here? Maybe that's the whole issue. Is that the whole problem? The placement of this? That is the problem? Maybe that's the issue. Right? That is the problem. If we move that, we're fine, correct? Son of a biscuit. It was a pleasure, Liz. All right, so we grabbed this nonsense. And the only thing that we have to add is it has to rotate twice now. Awesome. Yo, guys, why is this game so good? And why didn't you guys tell me sooner? Got it. Okay. So when it rotates one time, that's when we release grab again. Or we just do it now, release grab. I wanted it to grab on the way because it'll look really cool. That's the idea here. We want it to look cool. Oh, wait a second, though. Once I do that... Is that the plan? Let's just look. No, that doesn't work. Maybe that does do it. When is this arm gonna be able to release it though? But there aren't any explosions. My mind is exploding. Does that count? I got it. It doesn't grab here. Now it grabs. And both sides will grab. So then it will have this in its hand. And this in its hand. That's it, right? Damn, Spiffers! You've made a thing that fast based off this? You psycho. Post it in the Discord if you're in there. I want to see it. How are you that fast? Do you play this game a lot? Dude, I think this game is sick, dude. It's kind of like therapeutic in a way. I like it a lot. Like, all right, let's just see what I can craft. Where in general? In the gaming. Muzu! Thank you so much, dude. What? Thank you, guys. Thanks for allowing me to try different games, man. I'm having a good time with this. What is Space Hem, Corvid? And by the way, does anybody play... Brock, what's the game we were talking about yesterday that you swear I played and I didn't? Oxygen Not Included. Does anybody play that game? And I have a fear that the same fear I had with this game, where it looks overly complex and not fun. Whereas this game is not overly complex and not fun. It's very simple, but you can make it complex. Whereas Oxygen Not Included, I have a fear that it looks way too complex to not be fun. Can anybody chime in more? Can anybody chime in a little bit more on it? Because this game, when you look at it from outside, it looks way too complex, but it really is not. It's actually extremely simple. Oxygen Not Included, it scares me because it looks really fun, but it looks way too complex to learn and start having fun. Just out of curiosity, because it has been a game that's been on my radar, but it always looks way too complex for me to be fun. It's as complex as you want it to be. You can live a long time with 3 dudes that eat dirt and don't expand much, but you won't experience the crazy shenanigans. But like, is it like this game where at my speed, I could choose to make it a little bit more complex and take it one step at a time like I'm doing with this game? And then learn it one step at a time at my speed? Or is it gonna be like, well, if you want to take that step, you're gonna have to learn rocket science. You know what I mean? Because this game and these kind of games is introducing me to like a whole new world of the genre. But I know there's a lot of games, like I played RimWorld and I can't get into RimWorld because it's like, even during the tutorial, like right after the tutorial, I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh, you gotta build this, and then oxygen, and then you gotta make it cold, and then I'm like, what? Then I gotta worry about the people and their cycle throughout the day, and it's like, bro, I can't even handle it. It's too much. I don't like RimWorld, that's the thing. Yeah, I tried it. It just seems a little too much to learn before I can get into the game and have a good time. It's about finding a problem with your base and coming up with a solution. I mean, that part sounds fun because I have a base and then I'm solving problems, where RimWorld is like, you don't have any problems and you don't have a base and you have to make everything and then come up with problems to answer the problem. Like, I just... Like, if I at least have a base and can see the problems, I could solve it. But if I don't have those problems, it's very sandboxy and I have to create my own problems kind of thing, I don't like it. Does that make sense? If I had an objective, it would help me a lot. And it seems like in Oxygen Not Included, I would at least have a objective to go for to then have problems to solve. I think RimWorld's a little bit too sandboxy, where I have to create my problems first, and I don't have the energy for that. Can somebody help me out with that logic? Have you played Factorio? No, Factorio looks extremely bland to me and doesn't look fun. So the reason we got here, Spiffers, I don't think you were here yesterday. We played a brand new game called Notbot. I don't know if you guys were here, but the artist of Forager made a game that's coming out in a couple days called Notbot, and we showed it early. At Notbot, you create code to control a character, and it was so fun. I'm like, oh my god, this is accessible, it's fun. Yeah, so we did that yesterday, and it was so fun that it made me want to try this game out, and this game is extremely fun too. So now I'm just like, all right, maybe there's other games out there that are like this, that are fun. Interesting theory of game. So I'm actually really interested in trying out Oxygen Not Included. It looks really expensive, so I don't want to like splurge by it. But I see so many people lose a lot of hours in it, and it looks so fun, and it has random generation and all that. So it looks up my alley, and it looks like a nice step from this game. But it could be like RimWorld, but it doesn't look... It looks like it has a little bit more direction than RimWorld. RimWorld's a little bit too much sandboxy, like Minecrafty, like build a base. Like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, RimWorld is like, here's an open plane, create your world, and then solve its problems. I don't want to... Like, I need an objective first. Like, what am I trying to do? Like, if my main objective was to build this base and then take over this land, I would at least have an objective. Like, this game gives me an objective, and then I can work around it. That's fun. And then I can also make it as complex to get that objective as I want. That's fun. We're in this puzzle for more than 1 hour. Oh, that's fine. Now we're trying to create this, like, this will look really cool if I can get it right. But then we started having a freaking rant. My bad. Okay, here we go. This is gonna look sick if it works. Like adding a new person to your colony, it upsets the resource. It sounds really freaking cool. Especially if I had people in chat that could help me guide when I had questions. I feel like it could be really fun to learn. What scares me is I start seeing, like, you have to worry about your O2 levels, and then heat rises and heats up this, and then this boils at this point, and I'm like, I don't know any of that stuff. That sounds like rocket science to me. Like, what? But if it'll, like, ease me into all that and it'll make sense while I'm playing, then it'll be fine. But if it's, like, expecting me to know, like, ridiculous crap, then... Yeah, Oxygen Not Included. It does tell me all that. Interesting. Okay. Like, once I start hearing all that, I'm like, well, what kind of crap? Interesting. I kind of want to, like, just plan a day to play that game. That could be fun. Anyway. Where did we leave off, guys? Got it. So this doesn't close up yet. It stays open and has to wait for this receiving end to be placed, then grab, then rotate double right. This is gonna be a cool contraption. The double arm thing is like the whole purpose. Like, I want to build around the double arm thing. Oh, did you play something? Hold up. Oh, damn! How did you create that so fast? Dirty! Damn, you're a beast. That looks so sick, and it's like exactly like what I'm going for. That's really cool. Oh, you did 2 double arms. I guess once I get better at the game, it's showing me what could be done. Oh, that's so sick. At the start of the game, you just build an oxygen machine and it'll be fine, but when you have a huge base, you'll either need a vent system to distribute the oxygen or a whole bunch of those machines spread around. I see. So I'll introduce new problems to myself to work through, Winston, essentially. And then when I try to branch out to do more creative things, I'll have to worry about new problems. That's fine. That sounds awesome. Show us? It's right in the gaming Discord. It's right in the gaming channel, I mean. It looks sick. He did such a good job so fast of creating what I'm trying to create and like his own take on it. Oh, I love it. I love this game. This game is so good. All right, sorry. I got this. So this is what I want to do. Once it grabs, it double rotates right. Which will place this here. This is not going to be optimal, but we'll make it work. So once this is here, this then needs to upgrade it. Where did number 2 leave off at that point? That is so smooth, right? That's so sick. Then pivot left. Move right again. This is now here. This left off. Release. Right. Grab. Left. This is upgraded. Drop. This is up. Okay, drop. It's upgraded right here. Got it. Okay. So now